I've been taking part in the 75 Hard Style Challenge. The idea of the challenge and the rules, if you will, are that you don't buy anything for 75 days and you just essentially shop your closet and you dress with what you own already, which is great. I love that. It's sustainably focused. It is slow fashion at its finest. So, I'm all for it. It's been a little bit of a struggle. I didn't really know what to expect going into the challenge, honestly. It sounded fun. Almost there, about 59 days out of 75. I'm so close. I can taste it. There's been some learnings, some insights, some observations that I have uncovered about myself, about my style, about my wardrobe, that I've just kind of been mulling over a little bit. I think the most challenging part so far has been not incorporating new pieces into my wardrobe. So that's definitely catching my attention. I'm going to stick to the challenge, but there's something to be said for that inkling to consume more. So I'm kind of, I'm noting it. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Day 30, my first sort of friction point, my moment of feeling a little challenged past my point of comfort. But I pushed through and feeling another sort of low point, needing inspiration around like the 50s. So I am asking myself, is the challenge restricting me in ways that are not necessarily as positive as it's meant to be? In terms of creative expression, this is limiting, not adding things to your collection where you could be, filling some gaps. But I understand that's kind of the point, right? Like, you're meant to sort of be reimagining the pieces you already own and reinventing some design. I had a dress and I used some safety pins to kind of pin it up and give it a little bit of volume. Not to mention it helped me not trip over the length of the dress anymore. So it's a win-win. So things like that, I'm loving the creativity that it's kind of forcing me to examine. But I'm still feeling like an itch for these new pieces. Will I ever feel satisfied with my wardrobe? I guess is really my question. Or is it just meant to be an ever-changing, living, breathing thing that doesn't stop transforming as I change, as my expression changes? Is my itching for new pieces and infusing something different into my wardrobe, is that a symptom of just over consuming? Traditionally, where I would get bored with my closet and just go thrift something and then be excited about it. When I was doing that in the past, was it filling a void that shouldn't have been filled by purchasing something? Was that exciting because of the piece itself, or was it just exciting because I was kind of getting a dopamine hit from the shopping itself and from something just being new and being unfamiliar to me? I don't know that there's a right answer. It's just really interesting because I'll be the first to admit I probably overconsume. I probably shop more than I need to. I definitely shop more than I need to. I shop as a form of expression. Style is my expression. But can I be doing that more responsibly? Can I be expressing myself in other ways that doesn't involve or require making a purchase? And so that's really that's been my question to myself the past few days. Where does this take me in terms of my shopping habits and sort of that behavior and that pattern that I had fallen into prior to this challenge, where I was getting bored, I was getting sort of uninspired, and I would just go thrift something. I would just go thrifting and something was new and different. And so that filled a void and that sort of scratched an itch. But maybe it was scratching the wrong itch, and maybe that itch was just telling me to do something different or be creative or be expressive in a different way that doesn't involve like buying something, you know, which is kind of scary. I think it's so much easier for me personally. I think it's so much easier for our society to mask the emotions and mask the sort of feelings and the underlying like root of stuff with materialistic things. And that's kind of hard to admit because look at all the materialistic things right behind me. So that feels really scary to say it out loud because like, then what is this even all for? But I'm not disputing that style is a form of expression and style makes me feel something good. And so I think where this may be going to take me on a different route is just kind of examining my spending habits. I have no doubt that the joy that styling brings me is true and genuine, and that just feels so right to me that I don't suspect that will change. Maybe I stop buying things that I'm identifying a need for and start making them. I don't know. The challenges definitely sparked something in me that I didn't expect. I will say, one of the bonus outcomes of this so far is it's helped me identify gaps in my wardrobe. So I've started a thrift list for when I get back to my normal shopping, or maybe less shopping, but when I get back to shopping, I have an idea of maybe some of the outfits that I've worn during the challenge and some other ways that I would have liked to see them come together with pieces that I just didn't have yet. So I have really appreciated that aspect of just like highlighting where I would like to lean in a little bit more. I have also noticed, looking at all of the outfits side by side from the past 59 days, like an outsider, and pretend it's just not me. And I've definitely been able to reflect and say like, oh, this outfit would have been better with this piece. Certain pieces I wish would have been maybe a different color, or just like don't fit right even, you know, like sometimes it's hard to see those things and like be realistic with yourself when you have like an attachment to something. So plenty of benefits, plenty of value coming out of this challenge. Most of it, I think, will be the de-bloating and decluttering of my own closet. But I think mentally I can understand myself better, and that is invaluable. Just getting a glimpse into my own psyche, almost in a way, which is kind of crazy. Like, is this therapy? But it is, like, it is. And in the best way possible, in the most fun, fashionable way possible. So I'm excited to see where the next 11 days takes me.